Hello, everyone. Today I'm going to bring you some stories about chairs. Chairs are very common in our lives, and we come into contact with them every day. In English, they are called chairs, and chairman refers to the person in charge. So, sitting in the chair is a symbol of identity, meaning that the person sitting in the chair is the chairman. As the quality of life improves, so do our demands for chairs. We want a chair that works well and looks good. Designers are also very fond of designing chairs. Every designer hopes to design a very good chair through their own efforts to become a classic in the history of design. Why? I think there are several reasons. First, the chair is so close to our lives, we can see it everywhere. Second, chair design is also very fruitful because it's easy for a designer to manufacture his chair through the factory and bring it to the market and then use the market to check whether this design is successful. Third, chair design has become a way for designers to express their design ideas freely because many designers want to express their ideas through experimental works, and chair design has become a way they like to use. I think the most important reason is that the chair can also reflect the characteristics of the times, because in different eras, different materials and different technical conditions will produce different chairs. So in this lesson, I will discuss some classic chairs from the history of design for everyone to appreciate, to feel how chairs play a role in different eras. The first chair to be introduced to you is a chair designed by German designer Tonnet. Tonnet was born in a craftsman family in Germany. His family were all handcraftsmen in the early years. But around 1830, he went to Austria to set up a furniture factory and began to study bent wood furniture in the direction of furniture design development under industrialized production conditions. By 1851, his work had won a gold medal at the first World's Fair. The most famous of his designs is this Tonnet chair number 14 he designed in 1859. Today, we can still see this chair or some replicas of it in many cafes or in many Western restaurants. So let's take a look at this chair. Its processing technology is very simple and its shape is very elegant. You will find that its main structure is composed of 6 bent wooden strips. This bent wooden strip adopts the most popular and advanced technology of that time called steam extrusion. Then the finished 6 wooden strips were secured to 2 discs with 10 screws and formed this shape. Its biggest benefit is that it is easy to process, easy to transport, and easy to assemble at the same time. It is therefore an ancestor of modular furniture. In this design, Tonnet takes the advantages of industrialization to the extreme. So we can see that he was able to adapt very well to the conditions of the industrial production that was then in full swing. In the 80 years between 1850 and 1930, this chair was produced to the tune of 50 million. To this day, we can still see the chair still doing its job. And you can find that some of the chairs today are made of steel instead of this bent wood. But the shape has hardly changed much. So we say the classics are always the classics. But not all designers like industrialization, and not all designers want to do design under industrial conditions. So here, the second designer I'm going to talk about is Morris, the British master of arts and crafts. Morris is a designer who insists on his beliefs very much. He always thinks that industrialized things are often ugly and bring about some social problems. Therefore, he hopes to restore some of the glory of tradition through the handicraft industry. He often uses some natural patterns, such as flowers and birds, in his design. He thinks that nature is the most beautiful. So he later set up his own Morris Trading House in London, England, to promote some products designed by him and produced by some of his factories, and achieved great success, received a lot of response from society, and received a lot of welcome among the upper nobility. They believed that as nobles, they should not use furniture produced by ordinary factories like ordinary people. At this time, Morris catered to their needs. What we can see in this picture is a design completed by Morris and Weber in the 1860s. You can find that it follows the pattern of some traditional chairs, and its shape is also very suitable for people to sit on. So this chair has achieved much success. However, many people later also criticized the arts and crafts movement. They felt that the cumbersome decoration, the overly vintage pattern, brought some inconvenience to the processing. So, late in the arts and crafts movement, Morris's successor, Marc Boudreau, made corrections to Morris's design. You can find that this chair, which was designed by Marc Boudreau in the 1880s, has inherited some of Morris's design and shape, but the pattern on its back is more abstract, more refined, and more suited to industrial production. Therefore, at this time, some people asked these questions: should we decorate or not? Who should our design serve? Where should design go? These problems also became very important problems that plagued many artists and designers at the end of the 19th century. This is also reflected in the chair design.